Okay, so learning the basics of the handpan. I always like to start with our playing technique and how to hit the handpan first. So in front of you, you all have little tiny handpans with a bunch of numbers and a bunch of different tongues on it. And we sort of talked about what these tongues were when I first introduced the handpan to the whole class. But basically, handpan has a bunch of different tongues that make different notes when you hit them. And so the big question is, how do you hit the handpan? And how do you get the right sound that resonates and really rings out? And the best way that I've found is to hit it with this part of your thumb.
Right here?
So kind of, yeah, like right where the bone is. And it's a gentle light hit, and it's almost like bouncing or dribbling a ball. And why don't we have everyone go around and each have a turn, hitting just the middle, just sort of like bouncing it off. The most important part is to have the thumb bounce back off, away from the tongue. So everyone go ahead and take a chance to hit it. We'll just go around this way, hit it a few times.
It's kind of hard.
It's a little tricky, yeah. I almost think of the action of hitting it. See how my wrist moves? And have you ever done the trick with a pencil where you have sort of a, like you try to make it look like it's
Yeah.
rubber? You want your wrist to feel as loose as this, where it's like, it's all wiggly and like no tension. You're just kind of bouncing straight off of it.
It looks
Oh yeah, that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so easy. Here, come on, right here.
So once you have that, you can start to do things like alternating and exploring. So I'll show you, we have one hand, but now you can add in another hand and alternate.
Like you're hitting a drum.
Yeah, just like hitting a drum. Why don't you all practice that on the mini handpan, and then once you feel like you've got the bounce to it, you can try that on the middle note of the handpan. Good. And if you've ever seen any videos, and for next time I'll try and bring in a video for us to watch. You'll see some handpan players like to play on the same handpan, but sit across from each other and do that alternating. So be, if you would, with me, if we could sync up.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah. But then you may see a professional go, while the other person is just tapping along. So if you could tap along, I'll show you. So let's try, one person will drone it. They'll tap left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. On the same note, while the other person will explore. So, do you want to tap one note and then you explore? Let's try it.
Ready? Go. Yeah, just take it.
Good. Why don't we try switching roles? So C, you'll just drone, and then P, you'll explore. And as you it with your middle finger. Try to get that flicking motion a little bit more forcefully, and you'll get more of a note out there. First off, I wanted to check in with you all and see what we all remember. So it sounds like some of us have been practicing, which is great. Can anyone remind me the analogy or the idea that we thought about for how to hit the handpan?
You go like dribbling a ball. You go like thumb it,
So you gotta hit
thumb
it
out.
right above the target.
Like
Wait,
thumb
did you
in,
do
Yeah,
it?
thumb
Did you
so-
do
out.
it on Monday?
I didn't do it on Monday.
Okay.
Really good ideas. Dribbling a ball was one thing that we talked about. Focusing on the point in the thumb that is sort of where the bone is. That's really good. Do we remember what we're doing with our wrist as we do that?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So kind of loose then, kind of like how we talked about the rubber pencil. So in that video, we saw them hitting not on one of the notes. So instead of hitting here, they were hitting here. And it had that more clicky sound, that percussive ch. And that is called an accent, and that's what they use in time. So how we talked about alternating our hands before, remember how we were going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, a whole bunch? They were alternating their hands while they were playing. But occasionally, one hand would be on the side, tapping along to the side. And you got that more percussive click to it. So that's called an accent. And so if we look on this key of different notes, accents for us are going to be just regular open circles. So let's all try and practice accent.
This is an accent.
Right, so the open circle is going to be an accent. Let's try first practicing just tapping on the sides of this one. So anywhere on the body that isn't one of these tongues.
It's confusing to keep one kind of going lighter and one going harder.
It is. You ever do the thing where you rub your tongue and pat your head?
Try rubbing your head and patting your tummy.
Yeah. So if you can do this right now, now switch it, rub your head and pat your tummy.
Yeah, I figured that out.
That's hard.
That's even harder because it's like a whole switch.
Wait,
of
I'm
these.
doing it.
I don't know.
It's tricky, and that's sort of the same thing with handpan. Is you're doing two different things with your hands at times.
Man,
This is has behind. This is lighter.
Let's take a look now. We learned accents, we learned ghost notes. Let's take a look at that key. Ghost notes are pretty obvious. They're the ghosts. Accents are those opens. And then you see one more symbol on that page is the colored in one with the circle in the middle.
Yeah, what is
is
this?
that like actually just playing it?
That's the ding, and that's going to be our
Like
middle
ding
note.
dong,
So
ding dong.
looking at the first pattern, so looking at number 1, we have ding, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ghost notes.
And then
So it's gonna sound and look a little something like this. Ding, ghost, 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 ding. So 1, 2, ready, together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I could hear it vibrating even though we were
the bonus kind of has
7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. And so,
This giant pencil.
if this one is 4, and it goes up and down back to 4, it would look like this. Actually, which one did I write on?
You wrote on this one.
So
Oh, it is a mechanical.
if it's 4 up, down, which one would the up be? Which number would the up be?
That would be 5.
Right. And so the down would be back to 4,
And
Then
then,
you hit 4 again.
and then you hit 4 again, like that.
oh, so you're basically saying that 4 and then 5, 4, 4.
Yeah. So if we do this pattern of 4, 5, 4, 4,
5.
accent, 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 it would sound like this. So
Which one was the 4?
So something is.
I have to make sure we're there's this one. And then again. So yeah. Did I do everything? And then I go, where's 5?
A lot of really creative ideas, and I liked how everyone was doing some form of repetition, whether it be 2 notes that get repeated, so like ding, ghost, or we had some ghost, ding, accent. So you have the repeat of the accent, so ghost, ding, accent, ding, ghost, ding, accent, ding, ghost. See? Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the last
Which one are you playing?
my first.
Your first pattern.